Hello YouTube. I don't really have a channel name, so we'll get to that later. I'll eventually make one up, but today we're working on a 1999 Honda Civic EX. So the problem that I was having, which a lot of you will most likely probably have, is your knock sensor. Your knock sensor is faulty, or it keeps throwing a code P0325. Even though you might have replaced the knock sensor after the code came up, and the code still came up after you replaced the knock sensor. So this is an alternate choice that you can do to be able to wire in basically a knock sensor into your Y8 or D16, Y7, Y8 conversion. This could work on any this could work on any build. This same, basically any Civic that has a knock sensor, 90s wise, you could do this and it'll work. So let's get into it. Alright, so I ordered, my knock sensor's not working, so you know what I'm saying, I went online and tried to see if I can order some transducers, right? And the only transducers that I could find, piezo transducers that I could find, was on Amazon. So I ordered them, right? This is what the fuck they are. Apparently this is what they are. But I seen a video online, and the transducers that the guy had, they were a lot bigger than this. They were like 2 times the size of this. But this is what I did. Hopefully it works. So the positive, I'll put those together, and then the negative I'll put, power and then ground. Put those two together, and then I connected it to just some spare line I had laying around. This is gonna be the ground, so I wired in this connector right here, and then for the power, I got this bad boy right here that I wired in. And the pieces that I bought, I spent about like $15 on these transducers, and then I spent like another like $8 on these. So I got these little terminals, and then I got these little T-taps or whatever so I'm gonna splice the wire of the knock sensor, and I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna ground it to the blue part, and then this light blue part connects into this hole right here. So when you close this, you grab this and then you connect it like that, and then it should be just like that, and then it should have connection. Hopefully this works. I'll bring an update video on how it turned out, or I'll make another video of me wiring it. Alrighty, so my fucking knock sensor broke. The knock sensor threads broke in the block, so I kind of have to take the whole intake off, and then figure out a solution to take the broken threads out of the hole, to be able to reuse the knock sensor hole. But what I did was I bought some piezo transducers online, and I seen one video, but I only seen one video on this, and maybe people have the same issue with their knock sensor on I have a 99 Honda Civic, EX. Maybe some of you guys have problems. So what I did was I bought some piezo transducers. They were a little bit smaller than what I thought, but they should still work. So what I did was I got the 2 red wires, which is the power for these transducers, and I hooked them up together. I hooked the power up and the ground up, and then the power, I routed it under there through the hole, and then back under here, routed back here, and then this right here is the knock sensor connector. And so what I did was I spliced, or I cut the wire. I cut the wire guard, and then I put one of these T-taps in, which is the dark blue in there. And then this little blue part is the connector for the power. So I just grabbed one of these from the T-tap, and then I connected it to this end. So the power, I connected the power to the knock sensor wire, and then what I did was I took the ground and I wired them together to one single wire, and then I just routed that single wire over here to this bolt as the ground. And I haven't tested it, but we're gonna test it and see if it works.